Welcome back, collective. Thank you guys very much for joining me for another read. Thank you guys for all your views, all your thumbs up, all your subs, and the comments too. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I appreciate all the well wishes and the glad to have you back. Says it's nice to check in with you guys. You've kind of become a pretty big part of my life for the past year, 2 years here. Like we're starting to work on 2 years, and I appreciate you guys letting me follow along with your story and what you guys got going on in your lives. Let's ask Tarot what you need to hear the most today. What's the message that needs to come forward for the collective? I could already feel the energy building as I was shuffling my cards. This one needs to come out too, and just this one I got told. So we're going to start with these guys. We're going to see what's up. Eye of the Needle. Focus. I see focus. I see crystal clarity too. I'm going to pull another one. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that's what I was feeling from that. This will-o'-the-wisp. This is like another energy you guys have been dealing with or you dealt with in the past. And it's like somebody trying to sort of like lead you off your game or distract you away from what it is you're trying to stay focused on. I do get the word mission, but to me, it feels more like your ambitions, what you're trying to achieve, a goal that you have in mind. Like you're kind of on a mission. You're on a mission to do your thing, to build something in your life. You got lots of distractions around you too. Lots of distractions, other energies, people trying to draw you into drama. I feel like this has a bit of a wider scope for some of you too, where it's just like, maybe some of the garbage that's just kind of going on in the world and sort of not getting drawn in or not getting sidetracked away from what you're trying to build. Woodwives. Because I do feel like I do feel adaptability in this card. I don't always feel that from the Woodwives card. Sometimes I feel like it's something that isn't quite what it seems. But I feel like you're transforming, you're changing. This is part of your focus. This is part of your goal, and you're building towards something new. You're building a new life. You're building a new chapter for yourself, and you're trying to change things around you. I also feel like you're a very spiritual person. Whether this is going to church or is a different kind of spirituality, I think it's different for all of us. But I do feel that whoever this read is resonating with, you are a very spiritual person. I feel like you ask the ancestors for guidance. You do have a way of praying that's unique to you. A way of asking for guidance, asking for reassurance, asking for things to manifest for you in life. I want to touch on that one in a second. Vanishing Mirror. This is not your card. I do not feel this card tied to your energy. This is a more negative energy that's around you or people that you're dealing with. People who don't see things the way that you see things. Like, you're able to see that certain things that happen around us or things that happen in life, like everything happens for a reason. And some of these things are just distractions. It's not where you should be putting your energy. It's okay to sort of let go of that and to focus on what's really important. You have a higher view and a higher way of looking at things. And not everybody does. Some people are really basic. Okay, these are some of the energies that this Will-o'-the-Wisp card is tied to for some of you. It is energies around you of very basic people who are trying to draw you into drama, to distract you from your journey, to distract you from your mission, your goal, and what you're focused on. I do feel like there are things going on in your life and on your path. It's kind of like the universe is steering things. It's kind of like fate, destiny, like you're on your way, you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. I don't know if you ask for confirmation a lot from your ancestors, from the universe. Am I doing the right thing? Am I on my right path? Absolutely. There are bigger things here than you realize, like your path and what you're supposed to be doing and being guided and what comes towards you. Be cautious. I'm not telling you not to or anything. I'm telling you what Spirit's telling me with these cards, to be cautious of people who you've had relationships with in the past that were very negative, very draining on your energy, people who were very selfish or manipulative. If they're trying to come back and they're trying to reconcile and they're trying to find their way back into your life, because right away I got pulled back to this Will-o'-the-Wisp card. So that's Spirit's way of saying these two are connected, and that means that some of this is going to be a distraction. People trying to come back, people trying to sort of say that they want to make peace. There are going to be some of these more basic energies. Resourcefulness. Yeah, I'm sorry. This is interesting because it's tying, it seems to be tying a little bit back into our last read about that person receiving their karma, about somebody who is very negative in your life, and was very selfish and disrespectful and sort of manipulative, and their karma's coming back around to them, and they're sort of looking for little options, people they could hang on to. Because you do have some of these negative energies around you, and they're people who are just kind of looking out for themselves and their best interests. And that might be why you sort of separated with them to begin with, or why you sort of distanced yourself, because you recognize that it was toxic. And that was part of your higher learning. That was part of your growing. You know, that was part of your path, is that this was an experience that you had to have so that you could recognize these behaviors in other people, and you wouldn't give in to these relationships that seriously distract you guys. It distracts you. It stalls your path. It keeps you from manifesting the type of abundance and happiness that you're looking for. Well, it's coming back around to you again, it seems like, or these people are still kind of hanging around in the foreground. I'm gonna grab a couple more before I dip into that one. So Spirit, can you please clarify this Falling Angels card and bring me some more for the collective? Those guys. And just that one. Benefactor. Yeah, see, like, this is somebody with, they're a low vibe, right? They're a low vibration energy. They're, like I said before, like, they're pretty basic. It's a pretty basic person. And they're not honoring their karma. They're trying to avoid their karma, their universal life lessons, because they don't feel like growing as a person. They feel like it's too uncomfortable. They don't want to do the work. They just want you to be like the benefactor, right? Grace and generosity. They want you to save them. They want somebody to wipe their butt for them, pay their karmic price for them, so that they can just keep carrying on the way that they've always been carrying on. Now, Fortune's Wheel, you know, and there may have been a time where you were low on abundance and you were going through a rough period. It would not shock me if that coincided with you having a closer relationship with this other person who the cards seem to be talking about. But I think your abundance is growing. I think Fortune's Wheel has been turning for you. And quite frankly, it's because you've been turning it. It's because you have chosen to do the work. You've sort of chosen to go with the flow of the universe, to trust in a higher power, to trust that everything happens for a reason, and to make better choices for yourself, and to learn your hard lessons and really do that personal growth. It opens the door for positive karma to come your way. And I do feel in these cards that you've been receiving positive changes in your life, and perhaps been building abundance, and things have been getting better for you, and you've been coming into a good time. I do feel like there is a flip side of this, and the flip side is that darker side, that lack of abundance, and that is this other person's karma that they may be experiencing, have been experiencing, or are about to experience. I'm going to pull another one before I dip into this card too. Horseman, Herald of Change. Yeah, this is actually, that's interesting. Because I definitely got, and I tell you, I'll show you the card too, because it's kind of off camera there. I definitely got an otherworldly vibe with this one. Like something behind the scenes, something with intent. This is part of the universe, spirit, karma, who is literally bringing this situation about. And it's not just for you. Like, you've done your work and you're seeing changes. This person's also going through a period where spirit is trying to speak to them too. Okay, they're getting that message that pull your head out of your arse, you know, learn your lessons, treat other people with respect, because if you don't, you get left behind. And that's part of this person's karma that they're supposed to be experiencing. The negative karma. It's supposed to be this horseman, this herald for change. This person is supposed to be learning a lesson that triggers a change in them. That's part of their path. And I'm getting told too from Spirit that that was why they came into your life too. Because they were supposed to help trigger a change in you so that you could find this intentionality, this eye of the needle. You know, you could find your focus. You could realize what's really important in life. You could strive for your dreams. You could leave the garbage behind and the distraction behind. Have faith in the universe. Have faith that everything happens for a reason. Reconnect with your spirituality and find your higher form of self. The power of community. And Drifter. I get this vibe that whoever this person is who is collecting their karma, I think they have an easy time socially. Like they kind of go from friend group to friend group. I don't know if they're kind of like a bit of a social butterfly. But they don't build solid relationships. Like it's not a real community. It's more like this Drifter card. Because they don't put the time and the effort into... I just got told, quite frankly, much of anything. So they don't put a whole lot of solid effort into anything. Relationships. I'm getting told like career and jobs and building for future and those kinds of things. They just kind of float through, kind of skating through, don't want to do the work, expect others to pick up the tab. Like you're not the first person they've burned. Okay, I think they burn other people. I think they got probably a history of people that they've burned in their own little, like kind of like a trail left behind. I feel something else in this card though too, I'll let you guys know. And it doesn't feel on this side of the veil. It ties back to this deep quiet card where I was really feeling Spirit. So like this is kind of on the other side of things. There is, I don't know who these spirits are. They are tied to, you know, karma and the universe. But within all of that, I'll be honest with you guys, because I do feel there are different things in this world. This feels like souls of people who have passed. It's odd, but that's what I feel. So I'll tell you guys that's what I feel. And I do feel that they have a hand in what's coming about. And that was a lot of this deep quiet card, is it really felt like the soul of somebody who was once alive, who is taking part in this karma coming around. So this might actually be their spirit guides who are trying to now step up and wake this person up and help them find a higher form of themselves and sort of be a trigger. And this might be your spirit guide sort of taking part in this too and driving things in a certain way to help protect you, right? Or coming forward and saying, hey, this is something you need to be aware of. They might be coming back your way, or these are the intentions, and sort of like, I don't want you to get offended by this, but it's kind of like stay out of the universe's way. So it's like if this person loses their job, if this person loses their housing, if this person has all these problems going on, do not step in and be a benefactor. This is a hardship they're supposed to go through. It's been organized on the other side of the veil. There's a lot of energies who have put time and effort into organizing this about. And they're kind of like, follow your path and let this person do whatever it is they need to do to pull themselves out of the fire. You're being encouraged to sort of stay away from whatever the situation is. You bring me a couple more. That one and these two. Let's see where we wind up with that. Garden of Venus. Like, this is your time. I feel a lot in this card. This is your time of rest and renewal. This is your time for beauty. This is your time to build abundance. This is your time to start your new chapter without somebody else's karma or baggage weighing you down. This is not a time to be picking up somebody else's baggage. It stalls out your path. It's just distraction. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Winter's dream gestation period. This person is going to be going through this. This is supposed to be their time of change. You've been through that. You've been through your trigger that sort of woke you up to, hey, I need to make these changes in my life to make me happy. I need to start pursuing other paths. I need to cut out the toxicity. That was your awakening. You've been through your awakening. It is this person's time to go through their own awakening. And they will be looking for somebody to pick up the karmic tab, right? They'll be looking to sort of repeat that cycle where they don't take responsibility for their garbage. They slough it off onto somebody else and just sort of continue on. So, and it might not just be you who's being encouraged to sort of keep your nose out of what karma's got going on for this person. That might be for everybody in their life, because I did feel like this person had sort of circles of friends around them. So they might be making the rounds, or they might try and sort of make the rounds for people to sort of fix it. And the universe is saying everybody needs to stay out of it. This person needs to figure it out for themselves, and that's part of their personal growth. All right, what tarot deck? Because I'm getting told to move to tarot. I'm getting pulled to this guy today. This isn't one that we use very often. So let's see. Spirit, can you please clarify what's going on in this read for the collective? Ooh, the cards want to talk. Yeah, those guys. And these guys. And those guys want to come forward. We're going to start with the ones that fell out. I always like to do that. The Hermit. This person is being forced into hermit mode. They're being forced into like an isolation. You know, you ripped all these people off and you didn't treat them very kindly. And now this is the consequence. Nobody is going to give you a helping hand because you don't help anybody out. And all you do is take. You know, it's supposed to be that wake-up call. They're being pushed into hermit mode so that they sit around, they actually think, okay, hey, how did I contribute to my own situation? What can I do to change this for the future and be a better person? Seven of Cups. I still feel like this person's got their head in the clouds, though. They're just looking at, they have all these things that they want, and they're very materialistic. I keep feeling like this person, they like money, they like nice fancy things, but they don't want to do the work to get it. So they're always looking for what they can get from other people, and I keep feeling like they're looking for a way out of this. They're looking for money. They might be trying to trigger guilt in somebody to try and get like pity so people look after them. The Star card. Now that's interesting. Sorry, I get pulled back to a couple of these cards from earlier. And the feeling of spirit, of literally somebody who has crossed over, is on the other side of the veil, and is actually orchestrating this. This might be like their mother or their grandmother. Because it does feel like, it feels like a feminine energy on the other side of things. That's what it feels like to me. And it's somebody who's like, you need to learn this lesson now. Now you're old enough, grow up, and it's time to figure this out for yourself. Somebody's not pleased with them. Two of Wands. I'll tell you what, I actually feel more of the collective's energy in this card. I feel like the collective wanting to make this choice to move forward. The collective wanting to keep, you know, that focus, that eye of the needle. But then I feel like this wand behind him is whoever this energy is who's trying to weasel back in, who's trying to cause guilt. It's like keeping somebody hooked and keeping somebody weighed down. The Eight of Wands. It's like you're going to get a communication from this person. Like they're going to reach out, like just when you thought you weren't really dealing with them. And then all of a sudden you get like a text or something from this person trying to draw you back in. Trying to pull on your heartstrings, trying to make you feel sorry for them. I don't know if it's going to feel mean to sort of turn this person away, but I keep getting like, be strong, be strong. So I don't know who this person is to you. It might be somebody who you have a very strong emotional connection with. They might even be a family member, or at one point they were a very close friend or lover or whatever. But I keep getting this like, be strong, be strong. Don't get distracted from your path. This person's issues are their issues. This is a life lesson that they are supposed to learn, and that the forces on the other side of the veil have worked very hard to bring about in this person's life. This person is supposed to face their own emotions. They're supposed to also face the emotional damage that they've done to other people. They're supposed to face their choices from the past. This is kind of like taking inventory. This person is supposed to be taking their own life inventory. That's the purpose behind what's happening here and what tarot is talking about today on this lesson, because they've been living fast and loose on other people's dime, on other people's emotion, at the cost of other people, just living free and large and like this Knight of Wands. I mean, look at this little jerk just zooming around in the car, not a care in the world. And that's exactly the energy that I get from this person. Very immature. Very immature. This is supposed to be their time to grow up. And I get your vibe off of this High Priestess card because you're growing, because you're connecting with your spirituality, because you're in a higher vibration right now after everything you've been through. And so they're looking at you, and they do look at you like you're a higher vibrational person. They do look up to you, though I don't think this person would really truly admit that out loud, because I think they have a pretty big ego. But they do actually look up to you, and they see you as stability, and they see you as success, and they see you as safety. But the thing is, you earned all that for yourself after learning these hard lessons. This person can be that for themselves if they choose to take the steps that are being put in front of them. And maybe you already know that. Maybe that's something that you're going to recognize. Maybe that's something that you've said to them before, or would plan on saying to them if they came forward. Because they're going to be coming at you with a sob story like this Nine of Swords. Oh, poor me. All this is happening to me. I got nowhere to turn. I'm so down on my luck. The Three of Wands. But in this Three of Wands, I'll tell you, I see a refusal to look at how somebody got to where they are. I know that's not what the Three of Wands means, but I always let my intuition and my guides guide me into the meanings of the cards. And that is what I'm being told in this read, is like this person is just so unwilling to look at their part and how their life is gone, because they don't want to own up to it. They don't want to take responsibility. It's easier to slough the burden off on somebody else. But this is meant to pile the burdens back on their shoulders. That's the entire point of this journey and what's going on in this person's life. Three of Pentacles. I don't know that this person does a lot of planning for the future. Like looking ahead and saying, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, where do I want to be? Okay, that's my goal. What do I need to do to be able to get there? And then sort of pushing themselves along that path. It's just kind of like a right here, right now, free and loose kind of attitude, right? If we got money, we spend it. We just piss it away. We don't go, hey, I need to invest in this to be able to build for whatever it is I want to do. Like, they don't know how to plan. They don't know how to strategize for the future. They hang out with a lot of other low vibe people and karmics too. That's just kind of, and they just party. I keep getting that, like, party, irresponsible, karmics. Just don't, and you're more responsible. You are a more responsible person. You're more stable. Which is actually why they would gravitate to you to try and get help to weasel out of their situation. Because you would know, they think that you would know exactly what to do to fix it. You would have the resources, you would have the answer, because like I said, they see you as responsible. They absolutely do. I went to pick up the deck. These ones didn't want to come with, which tells me these need to be part of your read. Page of Wands. Look out though. Look out. Because this, they're hanging out with bad people. That Page of Wands isn't necessarily their energy, but it is an energy around them. That's what I was feeling in this Three of Cups. I just kept getting like karmics. Karmic energy. They got karmics they're hanging out with. Karmics who are giving them crap advice. Karmics who are encouraging them to go try and scam other people. Ten of Swords. They're super... I just keep getting like backstabbing in that. Lots of backstabbing. Nine of Pentacles. So whatever they're coming to you with, their sob story, they're needing help for this, that, or the other. I just see like lots and lots of lies. Lots of lies. They want to come take the abundance that you've been building for yourself while contributing nothing back to you. This person has not changed. This person doesn't have... Like I said, they're trying to avoid their karma. They're trying to avoid their life lessons. That's interesting. I feel your energy in the Emperor. Just like with this High Priestess, this kind of like, I know what you're up to. I know what you're up to. And I'm not going to let myself get drawn into that. That's the energy that comes forward from these cards. Like you've learned, you've raised your vibration. You're not getting sucked back into these petty games. The Knight of Pentacles. Because they just want to live like a king. They do. Yeah, there's a King of Pentacles. They just want to live like a king, but they don't want to do the work to get there. They don't want to build for the future. I keep getting that fast and loose. Fast and loose. So yeah, just want to party. Just want to party. Just want to celebrate. Don't want any responsibility. Queen of Swords. This is their lesson to learn. I wouldn't be surprised if you even told them at some point that this is what was going to happen if they didn't change their ways. I also wouldn't be surprised if you tell them that when they come your way. Especially from the energy coming off of that Queen of Swords. The Knight of Cups. Yeah, coming with an offer. This person's going to try and come your way with an offer, but it's all, like I said, it's manipulation, it's low vibrational energy, it's karmic energy, it's trouble, they're hanging out with a bad crowd, they're getting encouraged with all of this. Eight of Pentacles. They need to learn their lesson. Eight of Pentacles, this person needs to learn that this is an opportunity for them to start a new beginning for themselves. They have to do it for themselves. They can't come to you with some kind of fake offering that they've turned over a new leaf or and they're going to start fresh with you. No, they need to start fresh with themselves. They need to get right with themselves. That's what this is all about. Give me a bit more. There we go. Those ones. These guys. Oh, and then I get told that one too wanted to come out. The Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, looking for money, looking for a handout. You know, but still don't want to take responsibility. Even that I see in the Knight of Swords. No, they're still a right fighter. Still don't think they did anything wrong. Queen of Cups. And I just see you sitting back too. You see her just sitting back like that? You see that? She's just watching karma unfold. She's like, here we go. Pop some popcorn. Let's watch the show. Here it comes. Karma's putting her foot down. Yeah, this magician is about to find out that he can't play everybody forever. Life doesn't work like that. And if you think you have the power to manipulate and manifest or whatever with other people and take advantage of other people, well, then you should have enough of that to do it for yourself. He's got to learn. Whoever this person is, they have to learn. They made their bed, now they have to lie in it. Four of Swords. Exactly. They've been a fool. This person's been charging through life like a fool. Breaking hearts, hurting people, not taking responsibility. There's that Empress energy. They think they can come back to a high vibrational person and pull the same garbage that they pulled before. And it's just not going to happen. Yeah, you see them for who they are. Your wheel has turned. They have, this person, what they don't realize, they think everything sucks, everything's terrible, it's all happening to them. What they don't realize is they're actually being given an opportunity to turn their own wheel of fortune. This is their chance to turn their own wheel, to turn their life around and to start achieving and find abundance. But it starts with that mindset, and they don't seem to get it. They're stuck in self-pity. They're stuck in self-pity. So they just see you are the sun. You are the blessings. You are abundance. You are responsibility. You are stability. You're something that can be counted on. And they see you like this beacon of someone who can fix all their problems. No, this tower is theirs. It's their tower. That's why, like, the universe is just like, stay out of it. just stay out of it. Just let it happen. This is something this person needs to experience for themselves. They need to, I'm sorry, this is going to sound mean, but this is what I'm being told. This person needs to crash and burn. They need to crash and burn so that they can figure it out. They can figure it out. Nobody is supposed to come along and wipe their bum for them, because they will never learn their lesson if somebody's always cleaning up their messes and doing it for them. This is not a responsibility you're supposed to be taking on. Or anybody else for that matter. Even if it's, you got that really deep emotional connection and it's hard to watch somebody suffer. Sometimes life lessons are hard. They are. And it's tough to watch people that you love go through them. But this is something that needs to happen if this person will ever become the best form of themselves. This is their best shot of achieving and of changing. So it's, wow, that's a strong message. I got told if you really love this person, you need to let this happen to them. You need to disconnect. You need to walk away. And you need to allow them to go through this on their own. If they are ever going to turn into who you think they could be if they got their shit together, they have to experience this. They have to go through this, and they have to do some growing and some learning, and they have to get hurt and burn themselves. That's a pretty tough message, guys, but it's true. Like, spirit is adamant in this, and I'll tell you, like, you got karma on this, you got the universe in this, but you have spirit here too. Like, there is literally somebody who has crossed over, who has been working to orchestrate this for this person. And they're like, don't let anybody interfere. Don't let anybody pick up the tab for this person. Let them do on their own. They have to find out what karmics are all about, and that other people lie and other people take advantage too. And they need to choose their company more carefully. They need to be able to recognize good, loving, caring connections when they see them. And then they need to treat people who are these Two of Cups with respect. And they need to give properly instead of just taking. And I think part of what they're going to see is they're going to get backstabbed by their karmics too. Whoever these people are who are pretending to be their friends, this Page of Wands, this Three of Cups, those two cards that I could feel karmic energy in, they are supposed to get burned from those people, because that's part of their lesson too. So don't feel bad, because this is what's supposed to happen. This is what's been orchestrated. This is what is supposed to come down the pipe here. So, like I said, the universe just says the best thing that you can do is to stay focused on your mission, just like the eye of the needle, right? Intentionality. Stay focused. Focused on your mission. Focused on your goals. Focus on your path. This person's path is their own, and they need to walk it by themselves, just like you've had to do. Because you wouldn't be in this beautiful situation that you are, and you would not have raised your vibration to have that Empress and that wonderful Emperor energy, that high vibe energy, unless you had chosen to walk your path too. And you know that's true. So this person has to do it for themselves. It is their only way to raise their own vibration and to reach their own potential. And that's why I keep getting told, if you love them, if you really think that they can become a greater person, then the best thing you can do is to keep your nose out of it. And just let it happen and let them figure it out for themselves. That's where their growth will come. That's a pretty heavy read. I'd like to know if that resonated with any of you guys, so please feel free to leave comments. Sending you guys tons and tons of love and light. Take care, everyone.